After a dramatic and wildly unpredictable first year of his second term, Donald Trump rode to Congress to try and reset his presidency.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
For amid the cheers and the rapturous reception from fellow Republicans, the White House knows it must persuade Americans the country is on the right track. And Trump suggested that is not in doubt.
Our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before. You've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America. After just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
There was an early sign that some Democrats would express themselves openly. A congressman from Texas referencing a social media post that Trump had put out 2 weeks ago.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country.
At times, this was more like a game show than a speech to Congress.
Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, 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 you're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever.
Trump bringing in the gold medal winning U.S. ice hockey team.
Come on in.
Even awarding a medal to the goalkeeper.
I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. These people are crazy, I'm telling you. They're crazy.
Trump was the master of ceremonies, taunting Democrats who wouldn't stand and applaud.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars.
On tariffs, Trump said he had found another legal framework to keep them in place.
The legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement.
Watched on by implacable Supreme Court justices who had rejected as illegal his key trade policy. On immigration and deportations, policies that have proved so divisive on the streets of Minneapolis over the last month, Trump offered no apology, despite the death of 2 Americans in the city.
We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games.
It was all too much for the Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who shouted out that the president had American blood on his hands.
Serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens in many cases. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America.
On foreign policy, Trump was surprisingly conciliatory, even praising NATO.
It's really called peace through strength, and it's been very, very effective. And NATO countries are friends and allies. They are. They're our friends and they're our allies. Have just agreed, at my very strong request, to pay 5% of GDP for military defense.
On Iran, a huge armada has been assembled by the commander-in-chief in the Arabian Sea and the Mediterranean. But despite this firepower and much speculation, Last night, Trump made no suggestion an attack on Iran is imminent, issuing only this warning to the regime in Tehran.
My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
Democrats have derided this as a delusional speech, one that will not reverse the president's falling approval ratings.
Americans built this nation from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization.
But Trump closed by insisting the US, in this its 250th year, has never been stronger.
The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
And with that, Trump was finished, leaving major questions unanswered, including whether an attack on Iran may still happen in the coming days. At times divisive, at times theatrical, this was vintage Donald Trump. But this morning across Europe, there may actually be some relief. For there was no criticism of NATO, no talk of acquiring Greenland, and despite that massive military build-up in the Middle East, no suggestion either of an imminent attack on Iran. Robert Moore, ITV News, Washington.